Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So new Chaos support. I was testing them out. They got a couple of really good ones, the ones you see here in the main deck. I think it's solid to combine them with punks. I think it's pretty straightforward. Your main engine is to go for your Chaos Ruler again. That doesn't change. I've made some small changes to the go-to punk build, I guess nowadays, in tier elements and sprite format. Made some small adjustments with the new, can I call it a chaos package? Not really, but I think this is enough from the new support, both shell and core. Core is basically a plague spreader, a light, well, it's just a level 2 tuner, a light one. But both of them, your core and your shell, they are kind of like Wyver, Burstar and Collapse Serpent, so they both have the capability to special summon themselves. They'll always be banished when they are, removed from the field, at least destroyed or used for a synchro. They'll always be banished, but again, they kind of serve the same purpose as Wyver, Burstar and Collapse Serpent. But here in Punk, you obviously, keep open your level 6 synchro play with this new support for Chaos Beast, and, that's where the ball gets rolling. The thing is that this, I guess, just plays out as a regular Punk deck, capitalizing on, depends, if you have the extender, you could potentially go for your double level 8 synchro play, so your Punk synchro first. With the field spell, get a couple of draws, keep extending your plays, not use Deer Note, and eventually, use Deer Note for Ruler, or off of Ruler, and, excavate 5, mill 5. And the thing is that you don't really need the engine. If you happen to either open with, preferably the one that I just, Shell, I got from Chaos Ruler, so either you open it, or excavate it, reveal it with Chaos Ruler, so you could use it as an extender. And because again, the level 2, it's just, a searcher off of Helki. A standard Helki play for punks would be to search a level 3 tuner, for example, for, a potential synchro play during your opponent's turn, or it was like a Gamma or something like that to make Baron, right? That doesn't change with this, with this support, but this new support, this small chaos package, does give you the capability to, first of all, go for your, your Chaos Beast, I think, your level 6 synchro, get something back from the banished pile, so either a light or dark, and then depends, if you have space in the extra deck, you can extend by going for a level 8 synchro play, but again, you're locked into either dark or light synchros for the rest of the turn. That's important. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not running the, I believe it's called Chaos Switch, I think, the one that tributes itself, special summon 2 tokens, or when it's banished, get 2 tokens, right? Because that effect cannot be activated if you're summoning anything other than light and dark synchros, because that monster does not have that effect after you. You know what I mean? So I think this small package is more than enough. There are more cards. There is the Mind, you know which one I mean, the one that can be special summoned off of teleport, but it's very similar to stuff you would play in Fabled, like discard. I can't, is it Prometheus? Oh, years ago until that, discard, it will gain levels and stuff like that, but that's not super relevant. Because I eventually decided to add in more hand traps as well. So, because both of the, the more important hand traps, they are light and or dark, and I was constantly begging for, more light and darks in the graveyard, especially after a Chaos Ruler mill. So I was looking forward, to DD Crow being a dark, Nibiru light, Imperm, the best hand trap currently in the game, and Gamma. Because again, Nibiru is much stronger if you play more hand traps that could, potentially force out the first negation, and then, you chain Nibiru. So that's why they are there. Obviously, I added in Mystic Mine as well. It's a card of the format, it should be banned. It hopefully will be banned, but, it's a super flexible card going first, going second. Especially going second, kind of force out your opponent's negations and interruptions. So again, very similar opening move. I am playing 2 targets for Helki in the extra deck, so that's formula. Again, that doesn't change for a potential Baron in the extra deck. I was playing double Baron at some point because of, Super Poly. For, I think it's Baron is a wind, right? And the Punk level 11 is also a wind. So that's why I was like, well, I could go for a second Baron, you know, off of Helgi into Formula, into a level 10 synchro play, or if I have the level 4 Shell, the Chaos Beast one, right, with Locust, Desert Locust, I believe the name is, discard a card from your opponent and then sync up, right. So that's cool stuff. So anyway, I think I got a Dark Ruler, but yeah, that's the thing with punks, you have their traps still, and of course the hand traps if it's needed. You could definitely get punished, you know, off of talents, but it is what it is. I think this is still better, rather than not running any hand traps at all, especially because of the light and dark attributes, but, you know. Mystic Mine again kinda saves me here in this situation. It forces out the elf. I can, you know, get rid of the Mystic Mine eventually, so I can attack all monsters. And again, Chaos Beast is just once per turn. Get back one of your banished light or dark monsters, and then, you know, that can be your Punk engine, that can be your Chaos Beast, Shell, Core, you know, either one of them to start extending. So again, really cool. It definitely helps out with the potential recovery of the deck, because that Chaos Beast, your level 6 synchro, also has that same special summon effect of the graveyard, right? Just like Chaos Ruler, just banish a light and dark to special summon itself, and then you can, you know, get something back from your banished pile. Again, what happens here. So again, you see the point. The Punk deck, the pure Punk deck, definitely could use like a small engine, just like this. Going first, going second this time. And I mean, the thing with Punk is you could definitely run stuff like Desires. I've seen, you know, builds definitely running Desires and running like 47, 48 cards. I don't know, just, you know, 44 seems pretty okay. A lot of hand traps, again, that doesn't change. It's, I feel just, you know, standard for a Punk build, other than I'm only running one Gizmek. Gizmek, I feel, might just be a 3-off, because it just helps you to play around, well, or through hand traps, right? So get Impermed on Wagon, that's fine, I can just draw one, right? But no field spell, and that hurts. And, you know, because of no field spell, I opted to make a more dangerous play by going for the Fusion, right? It does set you up for a potential Blossom, but it is what it is. Wouldn't you, you know, rather Blossom the Teleport? I believe I used Teleport earlier, so it's fine. I think I should be able to go for a game. That's the thing with Punk as well. Again, that doesn't change. You can play through hand traps, you can stop your opponent with your multiple hand traps, and you have the capability to play through their field and OTK with End Punisher or something like that, right? So Helgi, you know, Chaos Lure, and there it is. Yep, I'm like half of my life points already, so it gets that huge attack boost, and this is indeed more than enough to attack for a game. So again, this doesn't really change the deck, but it does add something to the deck. I guess it does come with a small downside of, let's say you're opening with either one of those, you know, the Shell or the Tuner, right? The Tuner and the Chaos level 4. It's then it's iffy. You need to get off a potential Helgi or something like that to, you know, gain use of that. Like worst case scenario, I guess they are just an extender. It is what it is. Preferably level 2, because that could potentially go for level 6, level 8 synchro play, right? That's an, you know, light or dark synchro. So anyway, yeah, Imperm. That's the reason. I wasn't running Imperm at first, but like in situations like this, being able to Imperm, you know, the Giga Chat, and or the Kid Kalos, it's just too good. And, you know, Imperm doesn't hit talents from the opponent, so it's an instant 3-off staple, right? And it helps, right? Going first, getting those draws off of the Punk field spell, drawing, you know, into Disruption, it definitely helps out the deck a lot. So I like the list. I like this new support. There are more cards. The Worm type one, it's cool, I guess. Banish a card from your opponent. Okay, that's cool. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the Witch one. They also got an old school level 8 synchro that it just has a too big of a restriction, but I guess you could, you know, main deck it, or, you know, put it in the extra deck if you have the space, but I don't have that here in this particular deck. Super Poly was at 3 in the main deck. for the most obvious reasons. Flexible going first and going second, you know, going for the power spell route. But I'm still playing some hand traps, more so the light and dark ones. So it's really, really cool. I like it a lot. So again, always definitely feel free to leave feedback. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, Lithium signing out. Peace.